remember your first love? Mine came into my life when I was 4 years old. What started out as a crush quickly blossomed into a beautiful love story. My forever love are chicken wings. There's so many options. Flats, drums, fried, double fried, then grilled, breaded, not breaded. And don't get me started on all the dry rubs and sauces. And the best part, you don't have to commit to just one. Imagine you're at your favorite wing joint. Mine is a place called PG's. Picture it. Kissimmee, 1980s. There's laminate wood paneling along the walls. The vinyl seats are ripped, exposing the white stuffing. And the smell, the smell makes your mouth water. My go-to order, 10 wings, all flats hot, extra wet with a side of blue cheese. This may surprise you, but chicken wings made me unstoppable. My love for wings started when my family moved to America. We lived in a hotel, my mom, my dad, my twin sister, and I. I didn't see much of my dad growing up. He was always working. But every Friday after prayers, he would take us out to eat wings. And we would eat, laugh, and sing karaoke. Over time, our table grew to include friends and family, sharing stories from back home in East Africa. At the age of 4, I realized boneless wings are not wings. And I begged my mom to order me real chicken wings. At 5, I discovered that flats are so much better than drums. And at 6, I asked in my best grown-up voice, "Will you make my wings hot?" The goal was to eat TNT wings just like my dad, a strong and dynamic man. Mom interrupted. "Are, you cannot eat hot wings. You will get heartburn." The server snickered, as if to say, "You're crazy," as she whisked away my medium-flavored wings back to the kitchen and smothered them in hot sauce. That's the best part about chicken wings. You can always resauce them. We can adopt this same philosophy in our lives. Just like we can pick the flavors of our sauce, we can pick the flavors of our life instead of allowing others to choose for us. Unfortunately, that moment at 6 years old when I asked for hot wings was one of the only times in my childhood that I resauced myself to suit me. Growing up as a brown Muslim girl, attending a Southern Baptist school in the South, I learned how to adapt real quick to fit in. For years, I stayed silent, not speaking out against the misconceptions and injustices projected onto me. Like a sweet chili sauce that's lost its kick. These are moments when I took the sauces life served me instead of choosing my own. Shortly after 9/11, I was waiting to cross the street. A man pulled up next to me and yelled, "Go back to your country," and then spat on me. When I reported the incident to authorities, they told me I should keep a low profile. The summer after my freshman year of college, I volunteered to be a camp counselor. On the first night of camp, I was sexually assaulted. When I spoke out against my assaulter, the camp leaders said to me, "The best thing you can do is forget it happened and move on." One of my first jobs, my manager would pull me into an office and shout at me, "You're so stupid. You're dumb. You're only here because you're a diversity hire." When I approached HR, they said, "Shereen, you're being too sensitive." What were supposed to be the best years of my life were filled with sadness and anger. I was just surviving, totally silenced, suffering inside. I was a dried out drumette drowning in a sour salt and vinegar sauce, and no one wanted my sauce, not even me. But what if we stop ordering sauces to fit in and we start creating sauces we actually like? What if we re-sauce ourselves to be the most authentic version of ourselves we can be? We would be unstoppable. In my mid-20s, I attended my first live stand-up comedy show. As I sat there watching each comedian take the stage, I felt bored. I couldn't relate to the comedians' jokes about their lives as white men living in Boston. The show was a disappointment, like a plate of cold, soggy wings. And when I don't like my wings, I will ask for my money back. And so after the show, that's what I did. And the host said, "It's not that easy to make people laugh, you know." "It can't be that hard," I blurted back. And at that moment, I realized I had a story to share, and I stepped out of my comfort zone, signed up for a class, and discovered my love for stand-up comedy. And once I stopped being afraid to speak out, I became unstoppable. With a microphone in my hand, I became unstoppable as comedy helped me reclaim my voice. I was invited to comedy festivals, started winning competitions, and received opportunities to share the stage with comedic legends. Finding my confidence made me unstoppable with my own radio show, an award-winning podcast, and a movie role. I've been invited to perform across the world, from Lisbon to Saigon to Nairobi. All because I decided not to be silenced anymore. I finally found the courage to throw away all the disgusting sauces I had been carrying around and re-sauced myself into a woman of confidence, courage, and influence. My new flavor became a mango habanero. Not too spicy, not too sweet, and just a little messy. So what do I mean by re-saucing yourself? Re-saucing yourself means creating the best version of yourself to serve your life, for your benefit and your happiness. Have you ever eaten a naked chicken wing? I love a crispy, juicy, naked chicken wing. It's a solid choice. And if you add a sauce or two, it transforms into delicious goodness. Implement this same philosophy in your life. What flavors do you want to offer the world? But only add sauces to your life that you desire. Not the salty, sour, stale sauces you or others try to throw onto you. There are some sauces that are not meant to be tossed on wings, okay? Similarly, there are sauces that are not meant for us, including fear, doubt, and insecurity. If you find yourself drowning in one of these sauces, know that you can always re-sauce yourself into something tastier. At the beginning of the pandemic, my sister lost her job as part of a mass layoff. For weeks, she questioned, why me? Her negative self-talk began to take a toll on her joy. She was stewing in a spoiled fish sauce that needed to be poured out. Finally, she enlisted the help of a coach to get her out of her funk. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Think of friends, family, therapists, coaches as a side of celery and blue cheese. Not only is it healthy, but it helps enhance the flavor. My sister discovered a newfound confidence in herself and her worth. She resauced herself into a spicy Korean chicken wing that knocks the socks off anyone she meets. So, how do you resauce yourself? First, be confident. Learn who you are and unlearn who they told you to be. Second, be courageous. Take more chances to step out of your comfort zone, knowing that if you mess up, you can always resauce yourself. And lastly, know your worth. As you resauce yourself, you're going to make people uncomfortable. And that's okay. The best sauces may cause heartburn. When I go out to eat wings with my friends, I always order my own basket of wings soaked in my favorite sauce. Mostly because my friends love lemon pepper wings. And I would rather eat the stale French fries from under my car seat than suffer through lemon pepper wings. Like ordering your own basket of wings with the sauce you want. Let's choose our own path in life instead of following others. And remember, you can add as many sauces to your life as you want. The options are endless. And as you navigate your journey, you can change sauces and get rid of sauces you don't like. You can continue to resauce yourself over and over again until you find the perfect balance of flavors. And the best part? There's no extra charge for more sauce. The next time you eat a chicken wing, remember, change your sauce, change your life. It's how you will become unstoppable.